Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm in Macclesfield Forest, a lovely forest just west of the Peak District. It took me just over an hour and a half to get here. It is currently 2 o'clock at the moment and sunset's at 4, so I've got 2 hours to find some wood, chop it, split it, prepare it for my hot stove tonight. I am in the OneTigris Smokey hut hot tent and I've brought my Outbacker hot stove with me tonight, so I'm expecting a warm one. Right, I found this fallen tree. It's just enough off the ground to hopefully provide me with some dry wood. This middle part should be perfect for me, as it shouldn't have soaked up much water from the recent rainfall, but we'll see. Basically what I'm doing at the moment is just measuring the size of the wood I need to cut to make sure that it fits in my Outbacker hot stove. So when getting your kindling, the bits that you have gathered, you want a nice snap. That's when you know they're dry enough. Because if they bend, then they've still got a lot of moisture in them. So when it comes to splitting your wood, make sure you've got a nice hard surface. So I will use this piece of wood. Yep. Basically what you do is you get a piece of wood as a batten. All you do is drive. There we go. So in essence what you're doing is, because the outside layer, a good chance of that is going to be wet, when you expose the inside layer, that's where the dryness is and that's where it will burn a lot more efficiently. Right then, that's all the wood gathered. I think I've got enough for tonight. I have got to be transparent with you guys. I have brought my own wood. It's kiln dried birch. I think it's around 10% moisture. The only reason I have brought my own wood is this type of wood in this woodland does create a lot of creosote when burnt. And obviously with me having my hot stove tonight, the build-up of creosote will end up blocking the flue, and then the smoke has to go somewhere because if the flue's blocked, the smoke will end up coming back through the tent, and that is one thing I do not want. So what I will do is the stuff that I have just cut, I'll split it, I will mix it with my own kiln dried wood, and when burnt together it'll stop the creosote. What I am doing now is checking for something called widow makers. Now widow makers are trees that have been derooted from the wind, and if fallen will make my missus a widow, hence the name widow makers. So as you can see, most of the trees round here are pretty straight, but there is one just over here that seems somewhat derooted, so I have got to keep an eye on that one. But if fallen, it will be falling that way and my tent will be here, so it'll be falling the opposite direction to where I'm stopping. Just something to think about when you can. Centre pole. Got the half in that. Whoa. That's how windy it is. First things first, the old reindeer hide. Let's try back in. Got my little blowtorch. Right then guys, that's the setup. Flue's all in place. I've got my carbon monoxide monitor. 100% strongly recommend one of those if you are camping with a hot stove, as carbon monoxide is what they call the silent killer. So I'm just getting the fire going now. Get it roaring, get it to a good temperature, and then we'll start cooking some food. Just going through the kindling now. Got some bigger, the kiln dried stuff I was saying about earlier. Decent size, so that should burn through lovely throughout the night and keep me warm. We've got the stuff that I cut up earlier. Decent sizes. So what I'm doing at the moment, the bits that I feel are slightly damp, I'm just going to chuck it on to dry out. Right, first things first. Copperberg mango. Cheers everyone. Big fine drizzle of the honey and mustard. Onto the inches. Apologies. Cheers everyone. Time to get my sleeping system out. So I have bought a smaller snug pack, and this is the Jungle sleeping bag. It's a lot lighter. It's about a quarter of the size of my other one. The reason why they call it the Jungle sleeping bag is because it has a built-in bugs net. Definitely won't be needing that tonight. But in the summer months, when I go to Scotland, I'll definitely be needing it then. And the pillow, I have gone for brand new OneTigris Air Dream. Just your standard size. It's got like a memory foam topper. I'm going to call it a night in a bit, I think. The time is 5 to 8. I do want to try and get a good night's sleep because I'll be up relatively early in the morning because I am going to be doing a 12k hike around the Peak District. Funnily enough, it's actually about 10 minutes away from this forest. So yeah, looking forward to that. I'll get up just as the sun comes up, so I'll wake up with the forest and the sun. It is still raining, so that always helps to get to sleep. Very therapeutic listening to the rain when you're going to sleep, especially in the tent anyway. Dear. Tell you what, this reindeer hide ain't half shedding. We'll see if this sleeping bag holds on throughout the night. If so, I won't need to keep stoking the fire. It's absolutely lashing it down. Inside of the tent's getting a bit wet as well, which I'm not too pleased about, but that's it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna sort it all out, call it a night, and that's me. So good night, guys. Morning, everyone. Didn't sleep the best, to be honest. I was up probably every hour or two throughout the night. If I'm honest, I don't sleep well when I camp anyway. The main reason was the wind. The wind was so loud and strong. It was hard to go to sleep. It's been raining all night. I think it stopped for about 30 minutes, about 3 o'clock. But then it has stopped. Yeah, it's stopped now. But yeah, it's been raining loads, which is nice and easy to get to sleep with the raindrops on the tent. I'm gonna get the stove back on because it's quite cold in here. I did get quite cold throughout the night, so I put my hat on, put my down booties on. Yeah, I'm gonna get the stove back up and running, warm the tent up a bit, get a coffee on, do the scrambled eggs, and then pack away ready for the hike. "6:30 now. I want to be up and out by 8 as soon as the sun rises. Oh, cold in here. The fire's just gone on. So get myself a coffee, do my scrambled eggs, pack away, and then we'll go on that hike. Nothing beats proper coffee. Start the day right. Oh, fantastic that is. it.